Hi, my name is Mark from jazzguitarlessons.net, and today we're going to do Pentatonic Parts 5 finally, which is the final part in our Pentatonics journey. So hopefully you watch the first 4 parts. Just a little recap here on part 1, we looked at what pentatonic scales were, how to construct them. In part 2, we explored them on the whole fretboard. In part 3, we looked at patterns in which we can practice the pentatonic scales. And part 4 and 5 are those special type of long YouTube videos like this one where we kind of play together and you get to try the ideas with me while I'll solo a little bit and let you solo. Just to let you know, you can always find all the backing tracks for today on the blog, so blog.jazzguitarlessons.net. And before we get started, so this one is a tricky one because we'll do a lot of playing together. There's a lot of applications, I think 12 for today. So it's a lot of notes and it's a lot of pentatonics, it's a lot of chords. Part 4 we applied on major and minor chords only, which are, you know, those types of chords where you hear in a tune that you may have 4 bars or 8 bars of just A minor, or 4 bars or 8 bars of E minor or something, or E major even, you know. But in this one today, we're going to look at dominant chords. So suspended dominants, altered dominants, non-altered dominants. We'll look at minor 7 flat 5 or half-diminished chords, and we'll look at altered dominant chords. Problem is, most of the time when we find those chords in tunes, we don't stick to them. There's always a type of resolution. So it might be a good idea for yourself, for your own sake, to try and resolve those ideas. If you have a altered dominant chord and it's, in our case, it's going to be F sharp. Sorry guys, but it's going to be F sharp altered. It should go to a B minor or a B major of some sort, right? So if you can practice pentatonic ideas from the previous part and from this part at the same time, it'd be a really good idea for you. All right, so let's jump in right away. Okay, so our first culprit today is going to be a suspended chord. So the D7 suspended, the way I really like to play it is just lay my finger like this and have the D note here, the 5th string, 5th fret ring out, or like this. And the 2 pentatonic scales we're going to apply on this one is the A minor pentatonic. So if you know your 2-5, you know A minor 7 goes to D7. So if you want a suspended sound on the D7, just stick to the A minor, right? You hear a lot of modern players do that, or, you know, fusion guys. And on D7, use A minor pentatonic for 8 bars. 8 bars me, 8 bars you. And then on D7 suspended, use E minor pentatonic. Alright, so what I'm going to do is to put the backing track on, solo 8 bars, you solo 8 bars for the first idea. I solo 8 bars, second idea, you solo 8 bars. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Your turn. E minor pentatonic. And we're done. Okay, so this was a fairly obvious one. The suspended chord is easily seen as, you know, you want to improvise on the 5, you take the pentatonic of the 2, or if you want to improvise with a little more modern sound on D7, you use E minor pentatonic. Of course, read the blog post if you want to see all the explanations. The second topic we'll cover, the second type of chord, is just unaltered 7 chord. So, you know, D7 or D9, this type of chord, and we'll cover 2 very basic pentatonic ideas because I want it to be thorough. The first one is on D7, you use D7 pentatonic, right? That's that, right? It's really defines the chord really well. And the other idea is on D7, use B minor pentatonic. And you'll see the link here. The difference is very subtle. B minor pentatonic is D major pentatonic. So basically what I'm telling you is if there's a chord that is not altered, that is just a dominant, like just a 7 chord, you will use either the dominant 7 pentatonic or the major pentatonic that goes with it. That's it, that's all. All right, so let's get playing. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's D7 pentatonic. Your turn. Now, B minor pentatonic. Right. This was an outside one. Your turn. Alright, so one last dominant chord that is of the sort of unaltered, even though there's one alteration, as you'll see. We'll work on D7 dominant, so D7, but with a sharp 11. This is like the monk note, you know, Thelonious Monk. So some people call it a dominant flat 5. It's not really a flat 5 because it comes from it comes from A melodic minor, right? It originates in A melodic minor, it's a 4th degree. But what we'll do is take a pentatonic we already used. We used B minor pentatonic and use the counterpart 5, say B is the 2 and E is the 5. So we use E7 pentatonic on D7 sharp 11. It's only one note from what we already worked on. So this one is special. It's harder to hear, I'm sorry. It's harder to hear for me too. There's that one note, that sharp 11, it's like, it's straight in your face. So we'll solo 8 bars, 8 bars, 8 bars, 8 bars, 8 bars. Same thing as usual, but twice as long. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. E7 pentatonic. Your turn. My turn again. 2, 3, 4. Your turn. Alright, so now we're getting into the juice. In fact, this is my least favorite part, and we're going to work on the half-diminished chord. So it's going to be F sharp minor 7 flat 5, which is like an A minor for you guys, you know, cowboy A minor, but you have an F sharp root here. Some people call this A minor 6. So of course, the first choice for pentatonic will be the A minor 6 pentatonic, aka D7 pentatonic, because there's an F sharp in there. But we'll be smart asses and we'll try to use 4 different possibilities. So instead of explaining the theory behind it, you can just look at the blog. I think you get the idea of why we use pentatonics to outline certain degrees, and we'll do a really long play along today, right now, I mean, and I'll just flick the backing track on and we'll do the 4 exchange. Me, first idea, you, second idea, you, third idea, and so on. So first idea is, of course, the A minor pentatonic. Then I just want to check it out until, just to make sure I don't get confused in my lies, you know. The other one is the B minor pentatonic, and the other one is the E minor. So A, B, and E, minor pentatonics. And the last one will be that D7 pentatonic, where you'll see my face off and go like, oh, dude, it's hard to really convey a sound and get really good with that stuff. So, and also there's a note in the blog post where you can see I say you don't get everything. It's just my research, and there's other things you might want to try, or maybe just pick one that you really like. Okay, so let's get playing. 1, 2, 3, 4. A minor pentatonic. Your turn. My turn. B minor pentatonic. Your turn. My turn. E minor pentatonic. Your turn. One last one. D7 pentatonic. At least we got the root here, right? Your turn. And we're done. All right, the suffering is almost over. We're covering finally my favorite part, which is the altered dominant scale. Altered dominant chord. Basically, we'll still use F sharp. F sharp dominant altered can be thought of a chord that has the third and the seventh, but that can contain any of the alterations. And by alterations, I mean the fifth and the ninth can be altered. You can check out jazzguitarlessons.net, the theory part of the website. The idea is that this scale stems from something in the melodic minor mode. It's the seventh mode of the melodic minor scale, right? And the pentatonic scale choices are really cool because you get one where you have just one good note, and the four other, because it's pentatonic, right? It's 5 notes. You get one good note, and the four others are like sharp 9, flat 9, sharp 5, flat 5. So it's really aggressive. It's really in your face. But I find personally it's harder. It's easier to hear this one than the minor 7, flat 5, or the other dominants we worked on. Simply because when there's such a degree of dissonance, anything goes, right? You could play any of the 12 notes and it would still work because we're in an environment where everything sounds bad, or sounds out of. It's not very. I'm liking the words. It's not very simple and resolving major thirds and everything is nice. It's not nice. It's just right in your face, right? Like this. This you could play as the Jimi Hendrix chord, by the way. F sharp 7, sharp 9, like this, or you could play it like this, or if you want to play it like this, perhaps. That's several ways. So let's get applying. We'll get three applications. The first one, very obvious, A minor pentatonic. Second one, C7 pentatonic, and the other one, D7 pentatonic. So we still recycle a lot of the keys that we had worked on previously, right? So let's do three rounds of exchange right now. So A minor pentatonic, A minor, C7 pentatonic, C7, D7 pentatonic, D7. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. That's A minor pentatonic. Your turn. C7 pentatonic. Maybe you notice this is tritone sub, right? C7 and F. Your turn. C7 pentatonic. D7 pentatonic. Last one. Your turn. I cheated. And we're done. All right, so that's it. That's all for Pentatonics. I'm really happy to have, perhaps helped you in finding out about what pentatonics are, how to use them, especially this last part about applications. So remember, anything that we play together here, the backing tracks can be found on blog.jazzguitarlessons.net. And of course, if there's any type of question, you can always contact me. I always answer emails. Sometimes it takes time, though, but I always do. And anyways, I hope you enjoyed and have fun. And this is the tip of the iceberg. You can see, read books or listen to recordings by really great modern players, and there's much more to be done here. What I did is, for us here for the website, I only did, okay, this is a chord, and what pentatonic scale fits here, could we take this, oh no, this, and I examined it, and I decided to publish this. But rarely, you're not always going to be playing on one chord, right? So if you're in the context of chord progressions, like a 2-5-1, you can find different ideas to apply on the 2-5-1 by picking and choosing your favorite ones. And what about another type of chord progression? Say it's a complete tune. You're playing on Out of Nowhere, or All the Things You Are, or I don't know, Smoke Gets in Your Eyes, or Stella by Starlight. You're going to find, this is cool because this pentatonic's a half step up from this other guy. And you make links in your mind, and you can create very interesting modern ideas by simply by removing two notes from a scale and looking at pentatonics instead of diatonic scales. All right, so I'm going to let you go. Once again, I'm Mark from jazzguitarlessons.net. Improve your jazz guitar playing with a real teacher, and I'll see you soon on the website. Take care.